Are we live? I think we are. How is everyone doing on this lovely February the 15th of 2018? If you just so happen to be watching this video loud, live, and in color with me, or if you're catching it on the playback, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all see the title of this video, girl. I can hardly contain my excitement. Hi, Charmaine. For those of you watching it back, I am live, so I am going to be speaking to people in the comments. I just want to say hi to everyone who comes in here. If you just so happen to, I miss you as you're speaking. Please know, charge it to the game and not to my heart. I want to speak to everyone. But as I said, I can hardly contain my excitement because, y'all, I have been working on my credit for the past, I don't know, probably the past 5 or 6 months. And I can honestly say that I'm at a point right now that I decided that I wanted to come and share some of these tips and some of these tricks with you guys, because y'all know my motto. I am a firm believer in sharing is caring. And I feel like this, if you can't use the information that I am sharing, I'm pretty sure that there's somebody in your life that could use the information that I am going to be sharing in this video. Okay. So first and foremost, as I said, that I've been working on my credit for the past 5-6 months. As I told you guys several times before, I am currently looking into purchasing a home. So of course, I've been thinking about doing this for the last couple of years, but of course, anytime you're thinking about purchasing a home, a car, anything like that, you definitely need to make sure that your credit is in order. Nobody's going to give you any type of loan if you have horrible credit. All right. See, my problem was I didn't have that much credit. The only thing that was really on my credit report was student loans, and they were in default because, I mean, to be completely honest with you, as 85 to 90% of the American population, girl, we ain't paying these student loans. Let's be 100% honest. Okay. But I'm going to tell you guys how I actually raised my credit score. It's actually a little over 100 points. I don't know why people tell you that you shouldn't share your credit score with people. I don't really know. So I'm not going to give y'all my exact number, but I'll say it's the high 700s. I don't know why people don't want you to share your credit score, but it's in the high 700s. So I'm going to share some nuggets with y'all. Again, sharing is caring. So if you are a person who can't use this information, if you already have excellent credit, okay, maybe share it with one of your family members, one of your friends or something like that who is working on their credit and they trying to, get some stuff figured out because they have some things that they want to do in their life. They want to purchase a home. They just want to, start investing in things, and they need to look into business loans and things like that. So share this information with them. Now, the first piece of information that I'm going to give to y'all is you need to get a copy of your credit report. As an American citizen, you are entitled to one free credit report per year. A lot of people don't know that, which, I found that out years and years ago when I was like maybe 19, 20 years old, because I was one of those people who, I don't really know why, it's not like I was trying to buy anything back then, but I was always obsessed with what my credit score was. I don't know why, but you're always entitled to a one free credit report per year from all 3 credit bureaus. Okay. Where you can go to get that free credit report is annualcreditreport.com. It's not going to cost you any money. All you have to do is, of course, enter your social security number, because that's how they're going to be able to pull your credit report. You go to annualcreditreport.com and you're able to get your credit report once per year, once every 365 days. Now, once you get that credit report, of course, you're going to want to, look down it and see what all is on there and see which things that, are legitimate and which things are not. Regardless of whether or not the information on the credit report is legitimate or not, I want y'all to know that you need to go down your credit report. Okay. Go down your credit report and dispute every single negative thing on your credit report. I'm going to repeat that. All right. I want you to go down your credit report. And there is, because if you're doing it online, when you go to annualcreditreport.com, you're going to be able to, dispute it. It'll have it on the little column over there, and it'll explain to you how to dispute it. And if you don't know how to dispute it, you can just Google it and it'll show it to you. But you can dispute it right there on the website. You need to dispute every negative thing on your credit report. And the reason why I'm going to tell you this, a lot of this stuff on people's credit reports, you have a lot of companies that will sell your debt to a debt collector. You know, a lot of these people, you know, they'll sell your information. And the thing about it is they have to actually prove that the debt is yours. Now, don't get me wrong, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a legitimate debt. It's probably going to be something that you actually do owe. But I want you to understand that the credit bureaus actually have a they have a burden on themselves that they have to actually reach out to these debt collectors, and the debt collectors themselves have to actually prove that the account is yours. So when you dispute these negative accounts that are on your credit report, the collection agency is going, the credit bureau is going to reach out to the collection agency, and the collection agency has 30 days to actually prove that that debt belongs to you. Now, 9 times out of 10, okay, a lot of people do not know this. And like I said, if you can't use this information, share it with somebody else. 9 times out of 10, that debt collector is not going to reach back out to that credit bureau in enough time to prove that the debt is yours. A lot of times they don't have anything in writing. They don't have anything with your name on it to be able to prove that the debt is yours. A lot of people do not know this. You can get so many negative things removed off of your credit report by simply going to, these people are not sponsoring me. I do need to say this because a lot of people assume that, you know, people are paying you to say this. Nobody's paying me to say this, okay? So go to get your credit report. Every negative account that's on there disputed. The debt collector has 30 days to prove that the debt is yours. If they don't, it automatically gets removed from your account. I think I got like, thinking off the top of my head, I think I got like 5 negative things removed from my account. And a lot of those things were stupid. For instance, Comcast had a $74 collection on my credit report. They were saying that I owed them for I was moving out of one apartment into another apartment. And they said that it was for, because I don't know if you guys know anything about Comcast, but Comcast actually charges you a month in advance. So they had actually charged me a month in advance for something. I wasn't even staying in the apartment then, so they had put that on my credit report. And it was a couple of other little things that were on my credit report. And I disputed those things, and I think 4 or 5 of them got deleted. So delete every negative account that's on your credit report, first and foremost, all right? Now, first, like I said, they have 30 days. The debt collector has 30 days to reach back out to the credit bureaus and prove that the debt is yours. And 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. Now, there are times where they'll have something in writing from the company. Just say, for instance, the company is T-Mobile or the company is Comcast or AT&T or whatever, just using these names as an example. They'll give the debt collector something in writing. The debt collector will reach out to the credit bureau. But 9 times out of 10, they're not going to get back to the credit bureaus within 30 days. And all of that stuff is going to be wiped from your account. All right. Yes. Hello, Kiki. Somebody in the chat just said, I never disputed because I knew it was mine. Dispute it. Dispute it. Every single negative thing on your account, dispute it. Just telling you that right now. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to tell you guys, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily like to do this, but I'm going to tell you that you need to do this. Okay. If you have a student loan, now, thank God my student loan wasn't that expensive. Okay. I had a student loan that was a little bit over $3,000. Thank God for my mom and daddy and for financial aid and things like that, that I didn't have to get as much student loan money as a lot of other people. So, of course, like I said, my student loan did default. However, they do have student loan rehabilitation programs where you can call these people, because at the end of the day, all they want is their money, okay? And you don't have to think of it as though, oh, if I call these people, they're going to try to have me paying, just as much as my mortgage or just as much as my car note or something like that. You call these people and tell them, look, I know I'm in default. I want to get you guys your money, okay? So what can I do to get my loan out of default? They have a program called the Student Loan Rehabilitation Program. And when you have a student loan that's on your credit report and it's in default, it's going to have your credit score low. Okay. If it's not low, it can be way higher if it was out of default. So they'll evaluate your situation. You can tell them what bills you're paying, how much you're making per month and stuff like that. And they will tell you, how much you can pay per month. And you have to pay consistently because, again, it is a rehabilitation program. So say, for instance, they tell you that, you have to pay $100 per month on your student loan. Okay. They'll tell you that you have to make 6 consecutive payments, which means you have to make 6 payments back to back. No, I know some people are going to be like, well, can I just pay them, for 6 months in advance and get them to remove my, take me out of default from the student loan if I just go ahead and pay them 6 months in advance? It's not going to work like that. You have to pay them 6 months consecutively. So if your repayment is $100, you have to pay them $100 per month for 6 months before they will remove that student loan in default off of your credit report. But you have to pay them consecutively for 6 months. I tried to do that myself. I was like, well, can I just pay you 6 months in advance, just pay you for 6 months and you go ahead and remove it from my credit report? They're like, no. Okay. That's not how the rehabilitation program works. The rehabilitation program works as that you have to pay us consecutively for 6 months and then we will remove it. So call these people. A lot of times I actually have a friend who's only paying $25 per month for her student loan. Okay. She's only paying $25 per month for her student loan. Girl, y'all need to get on this. I'm not saying that your repayment will be $25. All I'm saying is call them. Okay. Because you can probably have a very low repayment program through the rehabilitation program. It's available. If your loan is in default, just all you got to do is call them. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people just try to avoid it, but it can't be avoided. Student loans are one of those things that are going to remain on your credit report for the rest of your life. It's not like some debts where it's on your credit report for 7 years and then it falls off. No, that's a government loan. They transfer that stuff to the government. And even if you don't pay them after so long, they will actually take the money from your income tax checks. Okay. So since we're talking about income tax checks, I want to talk about another way. Like I said, you need to call them and try to get into the rehabilitation program, because at the end of the day, those student loans aren't going anywhere. You can dispute those all day and all night. They're not going to move. Okay. So definitely call them to try to remove the defaulted student loan from your credit report. Jessica said it's too late for me. I disputed and they said it was mine, which it is. So I started making payments. Yes, like I said, it doesn't always work. Okay. It doesn't always work when you dispute something on your credit report. Sometimes the credit bureau, the debt collectors, they are able to send over some proof that the debt is yours. But a lot of times you can dispute most of the stuff on your credit report and it will get removed. It doesn't happen all the time, but most of the time, the stuff that you dispute is going to get removed. Okay. The next thing I want to say, because it is tax time, a lot of people have some extra money laying around. Okay. People have extra money laying around. So another way that you can raise your credit score really fast, okay, really fast, is to get you a secured credit card. Ooh, I know a lot of people out there, they don't like to hear the word credit card. Okay. They don't like to hear that word. They think that's a bad word. However, a secured credit card is a little bit different than an unsecured credit card. A secured credit card basically means that you're going to have to put down the deposit amount that you want on that credit card. So if you have bad credit, you can get a secured credit card because it's technically going to be your money. But how a secured credit card works is, just say, for instance, okay, you go apply for this secured credit card, especially now that people have, like I said, tax money and stuff like that. Just say you want to put $200 on the credit card, or you want to put $300 on the credit card, or you want your credit limit to be $1,000. Like I said, people have a lot of extra money laying around that they can, use on stuff to be able to help them. Okay. So I would personally say, especially by being tax time, you have a little bit of extra money, go get you a secure credit card and put maybe $500-$600 on that credit card. If you have it, put up to $1,000 on that credit card. If you can actually afford to put $1,000 on it, put $1,000 on that credit card. And what that means is every month, okay, as long as you pay that credit card off every month, you're going to have $1,000 left on that credit card every single month. Now, let me tell you how to use the credit card. You don't want to get this credit card and go and buy clothes and go out to dinners and taking trips. That's not what you're going to use your secured credit card for. The only thing that you're going to use this secured credit card for is to pay your bills, things that you're going to pay anyway, okay? You know you have to pay your light bill. You know you have to pay your water bill. You know you have to pay your insurance. You know those things you have to pay every month anyway. I always like to tell people your debit card is not going to help your credit score. Okay, your debit card, your bank account is not going to help your credit score at all. Nobody's going to give you a home loan or a car loan if they can't see that you're able to pay off your credit. Okay, they're not going to do this. So you're going to have some type of credit in order to, you know, for people to trust you with they stuff. Okay, basically in layman's terms. So you're going to get the secured credit card. Like I said, you're going to pay your light bill and your water bill anyway every month. So the money that you're going to use for your light bill and your water bill, like you would have just paid it with your debit card, you get that money and you sit it aside. Okay. You sit that money aside because you know that you're going to use that money anyway to pay your bills. Okay. Instead of using your debit card to pay your bills, what you're going to do is you're going to actually use that secured credit card. Okay. And you're going to pay your light bill with it. You're going to pay your water bill with it. You're going to pay your insurance with it. You're going to pay all of the things that you are going to have to pay anyway. Like I said, don't go buying clothes. Don't go buying weaves. Don't go out to dinners and stuff like that. That's foolish. Okay. We're not doing that. We're trying to build some credit. We're not trying to make it bad. Okay. And then you use your credit card to pay all of those things. And that money that you set aside that you were going to use on those bills anyway, you take that money and you pay the entire balance off on the credit card before the due date. So if your due date is on March the 12th, you pay that credit card completely off with that money that you were going to use for your bills anyway on March the 12th. Okay. Don't wait until March 15th. Don't wait until March 20th. You had that money for bills anyway. You set that money aside and you use that money that you were going to pay on those bills to pay that credit card completely off. And what that will do is that will show that, you know, that will show creditors, people who you're trying to get, you know, borrow money from, you're trying to get a home loan. That will show people, oh, okay, this person uses, you know, their credit card. That you're going to have to use it. Don't get a credit card and thinking you're just going to keep it in your wallet. No, you have to use it in order to show that you're trustworthy. Okay, you're going to have to use it, but don't use it and leave these large balances on there. Take that money that you're going to use for those bills and pay that credit card completely off either before the due date or on the due date. Okay, don't be paying the stuff late. You got the money set aside for the bills anyway. Use the money that you were going to pay the bills with and pay the credit card. That's what I did. I got 2 secured credit cards and I simply used those credit cards to pay bills and bills only. Bills and bills only. I either paid bills with them or I put gas in my car with them. That's what I used those secured credit cards for, because I knew that was money that I was going to have to spend anyway. But I thought to myself, look, swiping your debit card every day, that's not helping your credit. Okay. You need to start swiping this credit card, but take that money that you were going to use your debit card for and put it towards the credit card and just pay the credit card off before the due date. Ophelia said, what if you had one before? Can you still apply again for one? Of course, you can always apply for a secured credit card because it's your money. It's your money. You can always apply for a secured credit card. And when this video is over, I'll put a couple of links in the description box that you guys, of places that I've used. You can, like, for instance, Capital One is a company that I say is really, really great for people who are trying to rebuild their credit. I have a secured credit card from Capital One. And I also, at this point, I have an unsecured credit card from Capital One. So once you start doing those types of things, trust me, your credit is going to rise. Kay said, I have a lot of hospital bills for the last 2 years when I have no health insurance, and I've been getting calls and letters from debt collectors. I can't afford to pay the bills and I'm too scared to answer. Kay, a lot of times, like I said, you might want to reach out to these people and see if you can do some type of payment arrangement. Like I said, dispute the stuff. It's really hard when it comes to hospital bills and stuff. I don't have a lot of hospital bills, so I really can't speak on that specifically. but I can only speak on like little charge-offs and stuff like that. I can't really speak on hospital bills, unfortunately. Let's see what else I had to share with you guys. I already talked about the rehabilitation program with the student loan people and all of that stuff. But y'all, look, basically the information that I have for y'all, go to annualcreditreport.com. Again, this is not sponsored. These people don't know me, okay? And even if they did know me, they probably wouldn't pay me to make this video. Go to annualcreditreport.com. As an American citizen, every one of us are entitled to one free credit report every 365 days, okay? Go to annualcreditreport.com, get your credit report, and every negative thing on there, whether it's yours or not, okay? Whether it's yours or not. Matter of fact, there can sometimes be things on your credit report that you don't even know about. You don't even know about it, and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know what this is. I've never had this. It could be, you know, they put a wrong number on the end of your social security number or something, and it popped up on your credit report. It could be anything. So dispute every negative thing on your credit report. 9 times out of 10, something is going to fall off. Okay, even if it's just one thing or 2 things or 3 things, something is going to fall off your credit report, because that debt collector is not going to reach back out to that credit bureau before the end of the 30 days. So dispute every negative thing on your credit report. Also, if you got student loans, call them people. I know we get sick of them people. Who they calling us every day talking about pay your student loan, and I can barely pay my doggone rent. Okay, people can barely pay their rent. People can barely pay their light bill and water bill. And you talk, I understand I borrowed the money from you. Okay, I understand that. However, just answer the phone. Tell the people, look, I'm not trying to duck and dodge you. I want to pay you your money. I heard about this rehabilitation program. What's it all about? And they'll give you a set amount that you can pay every month for 6 months. You have to pay that money consecutively for those 6 months, and they will actually remove that student loan off of your credit report out of default. It's not going to be removed completely from your credit report. It's going to stay there until it's paid off, but it will not show up in default. But you have to pay them for 6 months consecutively before they take it out of default. The third thing is go get you a secured credit card. Now, on that, like I said, it's tax time. Y'all can throw the ones who can. You got $1,000 of this, you know, money that you can go and use towards bettering yourself. Take $1,000, or even if not, it ain't even got to be $1,000. Take $500. Go to one of these credit card companies. Apply for a secure credit card. Put that deposit down. That's going to be your balance every month. Use that credit card only for things that you're going to pay anyway. Light bill, water bill, car insurance, health insurance, whatever. Use that credit card only for those things, and take that money that you were going to use to pay those bills and pay that credit card off completely before the due date. I guarantee you, okay? You ain't got to take my word for it. Just try. What you got to lose, girl? Okay, what you got to lose? What do you have to lose for getting your credit score up? I guarantee you it's going to raise your credit score at least 60 points, okay? If not 100 within 3 to 6 months. It's going to raise your credit report, if not 60 points, at up to 100 points in 6 months. Trust me. Yellow said, listen to her, guys. It works. They call you back in 24 hours and then remove it. Yes, I am like 100% serious. Okay. Do not play with this. You can improve your credit, and you can get that house you want. You can get that car you want. You can get that apartment you want. Whatever you want, even if you want to go and get you one of them freaking iPhone X's that these people got going, getting this stuff on credit. Even if you want that, you can get that too. Go to annualcreditreport.com, get your free credit report, dispute every negative thing on there, and I guarantee you a couple of things, if not all of them, probably going to fall off. Probably not all of them, but a good amount of them probably going to end up falling off, okay? Get you a secured credit card with some of that tax money, pay your bills with that secured credit card, and pay that card completely off before the due date with that money you was going to use for them bills. Don't go buying no clothes and going out to dinner and no trips and stuff, okay? Bills only, gas only. Stuff you're going to buy anyway. Pay it off completely before the due date. And Thick Chick Vlogs promise you, come back to this video, okay? Because it's going to be, I'm going to make sure I put it back up here for everybody that's not able to watch live to, you know, watch it back so they can get some of these nuggets. And like I said, I'm going to put everything down in the description box. Come back and let me know what happens after you do all of this stuff, okay? Annualcreditreport.com. Follow the steps that I already told y'all about, and I 100% guarantee you, okay? Pink said bills only. Yes, girl, bills only. Okay, don't go buy no clothes. For what? What? No, we're not doing that. Okay, we're not buying clothes with secured credit cards. You're trying to improve your credit. Okay, you're trying to improve your credit. You don't need to be going buying no clothes with no secured credit card. Just saying. So yes, follow the instructions and do that, and come back to this video in the comment section and let me know how it worked out for you. I guarantee you some of that stuff gonna fall off your credit report. I'll see y'all in a minute. Bye, family.